I want to talk about signs that you're being used by a man, since a lot of you guys don't know, don't believe, and some people is very naive. You don't understand. You don't understand that some people are in survival mode. Anyway, guys, make sure you guys like my videos, subscribe if you're new. Check out my Instagram, Real Talk New York with Janique. Hey guys. Hey boo, hey above the rubies. I was saying subscribe to my follow my Instagram. I said subscribe to my Instagram. Real Talk New York with Janique, and then my music page, Janique999 on Instagram. All right, guys. So I want to talk about signs. Make sure you like the live when you come in. I want to talk about signs that you're being used by a man in a dating relationship, right? And I have some notes that I took. I noticed in particularly a lot of Black women are being used and being left baby mamas when they feel like they've already conquered her by giving her a baby. Purposely. I think some of this stuff is done purposely because it's done to successful women. Because when he has your baby, you have his baby, he knows he got you. He trapped you already. He could come in and out anytime. You can't be naive. You cannot be naive. I'm going to go get the paper that I wrote. I'll be right back. All right, I wrote down some notes. I know this is not my usual time to go live. I usually go live 8:30, but since I'm home today, I'm on vacation. Thank you. I appreciate it. Since I'm home today, I'm on vacation. I decided to talk about signs you're using by a man, being used by a man in a dating relationship. Thank you for the compliments, guys. We got to talk about this whole being used, okay? Number one, make sure you like the live when you come in, like the live. Like the live when you come in. All right? I want to talk about you being used in the dating relationship. When people come in your life, they have an agenda. There's a purpose. No one comes and enters in your life just randomly, right? You got to live in the real world. You got to be street smart. You have to have some common sense. When a man approaches you for dating, he has a reason why he's approaching you for dating. It could be a good reason or it could be a bad reason, right? I'm not saying it's always bad, but in some instances, it is a bad reason. And I want to tell you signs that a man is using you. Number one, there's so many signs, but number one, you want me to pause real quick? Okay. All right, so we're going to talk about signs that a man is using you. He never introduced you to his friends or family, right? That's number two. But okay, let's make that number two. Number one, there's no direction for the relationship. You've been seeing someone for a while and there's no title. There's no, you're not boyfriend, you're not the girlfriend, fiance, or wife. There's no title. What direction are you going? Or are you just sleeping with this person? There has to be a title. There has to be a purpose for the relationship. And he's using you if you've been seeing him for a while and he hasn't made it official and he's getting all the benefits as a boyfriend, as a girlfriend, fiance, or wife would give a man. If he's getting all your benefits with no title, and you want a title, you want a relationship, you're being used. And especially when you bring up the fact that, hey, what are we? or what we're doing here, and he tries to dance around, let's see where it goes. I'm not ready for a commitment. These are signs that you're being used, and it's time for you to make a decision for your own life. Make a decision for your own life instead of leaving it in a man's hand to have power over you. So if you see that he's doing these things, he's not giving you a title, and then when you ask him a question like, where do we stand? What are we? Then he's dancing around the question and he's not giving you clarity. It's time for you to take this decision in your own hands and cut that situationship off. Make sure you like and subscribe if you're new, guys. If he refuses to give you clarity as where you stand with him, you stand nowhere with him. And it's time for you to take the decision in your own hands, your own power, and say, hey, well, I'm not going to make you choose if you want me or not. I'm just going to cut you off because we don't want the same things. All right? Number one. That was number one. There's no direction, no title. He never introduced you to his friends or family. He doesn't want anyone to know about you. He might be embarrassed of you. He might have another woman, but he's hiding you from his friends and family for a reason. Okay? He might be embarrassed about you. He might have another woman. He's hiding you for his friends and family. That's not normal. That is not normal. If a man loves you, he wants the people that he loves to know about you. So that's not normal. Okay? When he's hiding you. Oh, every time this person is calling you, this man is calling you, he's asking you for a favor. Every time. It's never just, hey, babe, how your day was. He's asking you to do things. Whether it Thank you. Make sure you guys come in, subscribe, and like. Right? Anytime this person is calling, and this goes for man or woman. Anytime somebody calls you, they always want a favor. That's somebody who's using you. You got to be aware. You got to pay attention. You never call to see how I'm doing, but when you're calling me, you say, hey, can I get this for you? Or can I do this for you? Or can I type up your resume? Or can I cook for you? Or can I help you with your laundry? Or whatever the case may be, he always wants a favor. Every time he calls, he's using you. Simple as that. Reclaim your time and your energy for yourself. Simple as that. No one should be calling you upon, whenever they need something, whenever they want something. No. If a man is not a benefit to... Okay, so that's another reason. He'll call you when he needs something, when he wants something. That's another thing. And there's a few other things that I didn't even put on here. He does nothing for you. Another sign that he's using you. He does nothing for you. Your car broke down. You call him and say, hey, my car broke down. He has no solution. He has no solution. He helps you with nothing. You know you cannot, you know within yourself you can't call him and ask him for help for the simplest things. He's using you. You know within yourself, even if you're $100 short on your rent, and $100 is not a lot of money, you can't call him for something small as $100. He's using you. Sign a man is using you. He doesn't post you on social media. He doesn't post you, or he's hiding you so that other women that he has in mind can feel comfortable. The other women that he has in mind, or he's flirting with, or he's in their inbox, so that they can feel comfortable. That's why he's hiding you on social media. He's hiding you from the other women. Oh, girl, let's talk. Okay, so okay, hey, boo. Hey, Miss T Green. Yes, I've also noticed that lately when asking certain men for certain things, they will call themselves immediately trying to ask me for something. And I notice that's not a real man energy. That's why I always promote be independent, especially black women. And I see too many black women being left as baby mamas. If you want to be a wife, you got to become a wife. If you want to be a wife, you shouldn't be having a baby outside of wedlock. If you want to become a wife, is that your goal? You got to take your life in your own hands and make a decision for you. Like if you want to be a wife, while you're playing a long-term girlfriend role for 4, 5, 6 years as a long-term girlfriend, right? And you want to be a wife. Why are you allowing this man to hold you down when you want to be a wife? And he's not marrying you and you're there 7 years. He's using you to fill that void, to fill that space until he finds someone else that he really wants. And it's up to you to say, hey, you know what? We've been together 6 months. I don't see no progress. I don't think it's flowing. Hey, I don't think it's flowing like the way it's supposed to be flowing. I don't got no, you know what I'm saying? I don't got no real title. You're not showing me off. You're not proud of me. We're not talking about no future plans. We're not making no moves. We're not building together. So it's no purpose. You could keep it moving, Papa. We had a great time. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. Like, I wish you well. You can always wish a man well and move on. You don't have to hate someone to move on. But if you're staying around for these behaviors and you know these things, if you're staying around from these behaviors, who are you going to blame? If a man asks you for money, he is using you. And I see a lot of the I see a lot of the white women, the older white women falling for it with the African men. I know with the African men are marrying like older white women, like 70. I see them falling for it. Please let them fall for it because they're gold diggers, some of these men. They're marrying these women only to get out of a poverty-stricken situation, getting passports and green cards from these women to get out of survival mode, out of a third world country, out of poverty-stricken situation. Let those women with the resources become used by these men. Thank you. It's the truth. You gotta have. Why are you in my life? Why are you? People are not just coming in your life just to come in your life. There's a agenda. There's a purpose. There's a reason. I'm not saying all of them are using you, but there's signs. If it doesn't feel right, it's not right. I'm not saying every man is a user. Don't come in here and twist my word and start running with it. We're not playing this manipulation game on this channel. You're not going to come here and twist my words. I didn't say any man is a user. I said many men use women for their own benefit with no intentions of marrying her, securing a real commitment. Loyalty is just whatever he can get. But even some of them will use you for a place to stay. That's why that 50-50, honey. If he don't have your 50% of that rent, he can't go ahead and buy that car that he's taking his side chick driving in. Hello, somebody. Clock the T. Clock the T. If you're not living with him and giving 50-50 for that rent, he won't have the extra money for that Range Rover so he could go ahead and drive a side chick in. And that's the reason why a lot of women say they're not doing 50-50 with a man if they could take care of their own. You're funny. That's funny. Thanks. That's funny. All right. Yes, sign. If a man is asking you for money, that means he's made some poor financial decisions in his past to lead him up to that point. That means he already begged all his friends, and his friends are done with him and done lending him. Because I'm telling you, or is he's using you? Point blank. No man should be asking you for money. Because you see how stingy a lot of these men with, I want 50-50. No man should be asking you for money, and you should not be giving no man your money. A man, by nature, is supposed to be a provider. Hot diggity dog, whatever. Make sure you guys come in, subscribe if you're new. Like, those are the red flags that a man is using you for your money. All right, and I'm going to go over them again. He's hiding you. You never met his friends and family. There's another one I forgot. He doesn't ask you about anything about you. When a man is using you, he doesn't want to get to know you. He doesn't want to get to know you. He doesn't ask you any questions about what you like, where you like going, what you do. He doesn't remember anything about your schedule, what time you get off work. He doesn't remember your birthday. He doesn't remember anything about you because he's using you. That's not his concern. His concern is to get whatever he's getting from you, whether it's money, time, energy, benefits, the connections that you have. He doesn't care about getting to know you because he's just caring about what he's taking and extracting from you. So that's why when you see a man is using you, he won't remember important dates like your birthday. He will not remember anything about you, nor will he care about anything about you as long as he's getting. You got to understand the selfish narcissist. You got to understand the type of man that will have this type of behavior. Thank you. And again, not everyone is like this. But there's many people who are like this. And that's the reason I want to talk about signs someone he's using. They only call you when they want something. They know nothing about you. Nothing. They don't remember anything about you because that's not their concern. They're always talking about themselves and always trying to throw a pity party for themselves. Like, oh my God, I saw some girl I know. What one thing I saw a girl doing a resume for a man. I saw one of them doing a resume for a man. What else she did? She gave him a couple of dollars. Oh my God, she gave him money. Whew. Not saying she. We've all been used in some way or another. Some of us we use. It's, you just got to be smart. You just got to be smart. But a huge red flag to really, really look out for is, hey, from Germany, one seriously red flag is them not getting to know anything about you. That's a sign that he's using you. He doesn't want to really get to know you, get to know about you because he doesn't care. He just wants to get what he wants to get, benefit what he wants to benefit, whether it's your money, your time, a roof over his head, sex, whether you're popular, your connections, whether your father owns a company and he wants to get close to you so he can work for that company as well. Whatever the situation is, it's very calculated, a lot of these men. And if they love you, they're calculated too, to make you try to like them back. I'm not talking about the ones who love you. I'm talking about the ones who are out to use you. When a woman dates felons, automatic users, that's true. What if the felon is paying all her bills? Yeah, I understand that part. When a woman dates felons, automatically users, that's true. But what if the felon pays all her bills? Is he still using her? Star Goddess? Because that's a good comment right there. But even still, you shouldn't be dating felons. You should try to avoid dating criminals. But do you think he's still using her if he's paying all of her bills? It's all about what he's doing for you, what he's adding to. Because a lot of the times, They're adding a lot of value to your life. It's all about if he's giving, he's adding value versus someone who's using you. You feel like they're taking, they're taking, they're taking. You feel depleted. You feel drained when a man is using you. You don't feel uplifted. It affects your whole entire energy. It's all about him. If you're paying for dates, that's your business, honey. I don't think a real man wouldn't want you. They wouldn't want you to pay for dates. Yes, yes, yes. Anyway, Star Goddess, you said clock it with that one. Which one? But what I wanted to say is, you'll feel that a man is using you. You'll know when a man is using you, but you have to trust your gut, trust your intuition that this person doesn't have good intentions, and just learn to trust yourself and go with that. Because you could just know this person doesn't have good intentions. If he's if you know that he has all these women in rotation, he's using you. You're just one of the women that he has in rotation. Whenever he wants to, oh, another sign a man is using you. Oh, the felon come, yeah. I mean, I wouldn't recommend dating a felon because I mean, but what if he is, what I'm saying, depending on what if I wouldn't recommend dating a felon, but I wouldn't. When a man is using you, you feel depleted, your money goes down, your energy is low. All of that, it's drainage spiritually. If he's using you for sex, for your body, you're going to be drained. You're not going to be uplifted. You're going to feel down. You're going to feel used because guess what? If he sleeps with you and leaves, sleeps with you, doesn't spend the night, sleep with you and ask you to leave. Oh, if a guy ever slept with you and asked you to leave like right away, you should never see that guy again. That's like that's like a low degrading your own self. Thank you. I appreciate it. I was saying if a guy ever slept with you, you slept with him, and he tries to ask you to leave right away, or he tries to signal in his energy that you need to leave, guess what? You as a woman, a person, you never see that guy again, or you're just degrading your own self. Simple as that. A man using you for your body will call you at all hours of the night, late night, thinking he could come over. And if you allow him to continue that, you allow that behavior, you're degrading your own self. And you know that. If you allow a guy that you didn't hear from him all day, all week, to call you on a Saturday night at 1 a.m. and tell you, can I come over? And you allow that man to come over, you are degrading yourself and you're allowing yourself to be used. Simple as that. You're no longer a victim at this point because there's no pride there, there's no worth there, and there's no confidence there. Because something that degrading, unless you just want to have it boom, boom, and you really don't really have, unless that's what you're looking for. But if you're looking for a relationship and you're thinking you're building a relationship with this man, and this man didn't call you for 2 weeks, and this man pops up one Saturday night calling you, oh, can I come over? And you let him come over first. Honey, please. You gotta blame yourself at this point. And then those are the type, at this point, you're gonna be the type of woman complain, all men are dogs, but you're allowing it. You're not a victim at this point. You're allowing somebody to treat you like that. If a man is not giving you a title, you got to set a standard. If a man is not giving you a title after a few months of dating, and you're a grown woman too, a few months, a title. Like, what? What are you doing laying on your back and doing all these things with this man? He's not even giving you, he doesn't even want to claim you. At this point, who's this guy? Ugh. And then you're playing victim later on. He doesn't want to give you a title. That's your cue to cut it off. Okay, so he said, yes, that's so true. I once realized that then 3 years ago, I repented to God, and then I stopped not giving anyone to treat me like that. Not letting anyone treat you like that's right. You don't let nobody treat you like you're nothing. If a man ever degraded you and made you try to make you leave after treating you like a sex object, you would never look at that man again. Have some pride within yourself as a woman. You never look at that man again, ever. Have some pride within yourself. Have some confidence, have some worth within yourself. So that means a man is going to sit there and dog you like a dog, like you're nothing, and then you're going to go crawling back. And when he calls you, you're running on to pick up after the first phone call. Yeah, come right over. I'll even cook you a 5-star meal. You shouldn't even look at him again. That's it. That's it. Nothing more. Okay, so Star Goddess, the moment a woman stay with a man going through abuse is not a victim in my eyes. You're a volunteer. I'm not. That's true, but we got to give our women grace too. Even though they're not a victim, sometimes you got to understand the younger girls, they've been in toxic environments, right? And sometimes you got to give the people grace. That's why I'm here, like to talk about it, to, sometimes they're not a victim, but we got to give them grace. Sometimes you got to learn. Sometimes they don't have understanding. Sometimes they don't know what's going on. So that's the reason why I do videos like this. Sometimes we're just naive. Sometimes no one told us, and that's the reason why I'm doing videos like this, to say these are the signs that you're getting used in a dating relationship. Some women don't get it. When I was getting used in a friendship, and everybody was like, "Oh, that